Oh yeah, I forgot. Oops. Look, I'm not used to streaming. It's been so long. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Where is it? This is a little awkward. Give me a second. Hey, wake up, sheepies. How are you guys doing? You guys having a good day? Welcome, new streamer. This is my debut, guys. I only started recently. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I just got into streaming recently because my favorite VTuber was streaming. Yeah, how are you guys doing today? Are you guys having a good day? There we go. Back to crunchy. That's the type of crunchiness I'm looking for. Still not home. I might be going home tomorrow. I'm not too sure. Like, I want to say, like, my life has been a crazy ups and downs, so I might be going home tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, if that's the case, then we're gonna be back to I don't know actually. I didn't really have. Mostly down. 2026 sucks. It's Paris' turn. See you later. Take care. Like, is it just me or did 2026 suck really bad? I also saw Shachi had a sad post as well recently. Blah. Papaya. Hiya, papaya. Yeah. 2026 is sucking really bad right now. The only thing I'm looking forward to right now is Pokemon Pokopia. For I can't believe I'm gonna spend $580 on Pokemon Pokopia. But it looks fun. 2026 is only 3 months in. I know. Can you believe we're already a quarter of the way through 2026? Can you believe that? That's crazy. Oh, I hate it. Despite odds to make 2026 good, I want to. I want to say the later to half the year, guys. We're gonna make merch. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be a year. I keep saying it every single year that I'm gonna make merch and sell it at a con. This will be the year. I promise you. No matter what. Hello, my lord. Hello, Harriet. Pirate? Pirate? I really, really want to sell merch, guys. I really want to just go to a con, sit at a booth, and then like realize I'm not gonna sell anything, but it's still an experience, you know? I want to have that experience of being able to like go to cons and stuff. You know what? I may not even like break even first time, you know? I may not even like make a lot of money overall, but I like the idea of going to a con and being able to sit at a booth and then like just try to sell art. I don't know, something about it is romantic. And not like romantic as in like, oh, it's so lovey, but I mean it in the traditional way of romantic. The idea of something that's eccentric, out of the ordinary, something different, you know? Imagine selling nothing. I'm pretty sure I would sell nothing. I'm like I've been to artist alleys and I seen the competition. They're crazy. And I don't have a honed in audience like everybody else does. Like other people are like, oh yes, I'm a Pokemon artist or I draw a lot of like Niji Sanji or like Hololive. Me? I don't have that. Like I'm literally gonna be like, I don't know, I'll have to see. If you sell Galveston? I don't know what Galveston is. You're drawing berries? I guess. I don't really draw. Like the thing is, I don't even have like work agreements with these VTubers. So even if I do like keychains and stuff, I don't have like the permission. Like, do I need permission? I know like some VTubers are okay without permission. Because I wouldn't mind like making like things of Fufu and Katie and Fifi and everybody else like some other indie VTubers. I think that'd be cute. I kind of want to just like okay, if I was if I was going to be a VT or at Artist Alley, I want my specialization to be either VTubers, Uma Musume, or Pokemon, right? For a while, I was trying to do ZZZ, but I didn't latch onto ZZZ as much. I miss my Umas. You know, I have words like you. Ah, but I wear a hat. Oh, hats are nice. I have a hat too. Mix all of them. That's what I was thinking. But I know like the con people I talk to, like the people I do know, recommend that I should like keep to one or two subjects, right? And like something like Pokemon is kind of oversaturated. But I don't know. I just want to draw Iono, guys. Can I not draw Iono? Here, let me go draw a really quick Iono, guys. Okay? I'm gonna draw a really quick Iono, and we're gonna make it into a keychain, right? Watch this. Wow, she's so cute, and she has like her shark teeth. Wow, that's cute. Sexy Iono. There you go. There you go. Wow, she's so cute. One subject, cute anime girls. I mean, I already do cute anime girls, but that's not what I'm known for. Like, I should do something that I should like start like getting known for something. Right, it is. There you go. Look, I don't remember what her haircut looks like, but I do remember she had a giant magnemite. She had two magnemites, right? There you go. Oh, that's me, looking derpy. And then she had like the big ol' twin tails, actually? I don't remember. My knockoff Iono. We'll call her Oh no. I actually do not remember what she looks like. There you go. She's so cute. It's Hatsune Miku. That's right. Hatsune Miku. Take your hat. No, it's my hat. That would make a fun stream idea. Drawing characters from memory. That'd be fun. I'm kind of worried though that like my memory's not as strong. Like my memory of Pokemon is pretty strong, right? Quick, somebody in chat who knows Pokemon, ask me to draw a Pokemon, right? And I bet I could draw it, or at least I draw as accurately as I can. You know? Quick, give me a Pokemon and I could draw it. Any Pokemon. You know, cosplay as Miku, or maybe it's Miku cosplay as Iono. You guys need to know your Pokemon. We're doing a Pokemon test. Durant, I know how Durant looks, right? He looks like an ant, right? Alright. Okay. And then he has like the angry eyes, right? And he had like he had the big old pincers. That was the important part of Durant. There you go. And then he was like an ant. There you go. How do you like my Durant, chat? I think he even had little pincers too. Pretty good Durant, right, chat? Pikachu? I could draw Pikachu. I draw Pikachu so many times, actually. Like, that one I actually know how to draw from heart. There you go. Pikachu! There you go. Pikachu! You know, I wish Chubby Pikachu would come back. Did you see, like, in Poketopia, too? They also have, like, a new Pikachu type. It's, like, Pikachu, where it's basically a dead Pikachu that used up all his electricity. That's crazy. Ghost type Pikachu, you know? Tranquil? I know Tranquil. There you go. Alright. Let's see. I'm trying to remember Tranquil. I know like Tranquil had like the half eyes. It's like I want to say it's angry. Was it angry? And I remember it had like the little pigeon thing, like a chicken. Okay, maybe I don't know Tranquil as well as I remember. Wait a second. That does not look like Tranquil. Give me a second. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think of it from the top of my head. Look at this Pikachu. Isn't it cute? I did that Pikachu pretty accurately. Give me a second. I remember. I know it had like the bird type, right? It had the pigeon body, right? It didn't have its tails yet. Fake fad? Oh, you caught me. Let me see. Thing is, I don't remember if it had. I know like it was a pigeon body, and I knew it had something on its head, but I don't remember what it was. And I remember like its eyes were like, if we had its eyes like this, it would be like this kind of thing. Actually, it would be more angrier than that. Yeah, something like that, right? Oh, gee, Lois, I'm in a Family Guy skit. The thing is, too, I remember like the female and the male version have different versions at like full form. Did it have like a little peacock tail? Wow, that's my Tranquil, guys. Maybe it had something like around the neck? Let me see, actually. Quick, name another one. Name one from Gen 1! I know all my Gen 1 Pokemon. Give me a second. Yeah, see? Oh, I was close. I knew it had something on its head. I knew it had something. That's not Gen 1. I know Mudkip, though. Sorta. It's axolotl. Right? I haven't ever drawn a Mudkip, but I remember what it looks like. And it had like a little shark fin for its head, right? There you go. And then like it had a little tail fin too. Mud! Fujieda was just like an angry dog, was it? Let me see. It was like it's like a Houndour. Okay. And I think it had like like that. It's like a little cat. And then like it was like black and white too, right? There you go. So it had like stripes, like that. It was like partially black and white. No, wait, it was all gray. Give me a second. No, I remember. I'm thinking I'm thinking Zigzagoon. Wait a second. That's Zigzagoon. That was two different colors. Give me a second. No, 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 no. He was all gray. Give me a second. It's all coming back to me when I was like, wait a second. That looks like a Zigzagoon. There you go. And then he had like a little tail. There you go. Puchieta. Angry dog. Do you like my Pokemon, guys? My Pokemon design is really good. You know what? I thought I knew my Pokemon. Well, I knew who they were, but the problem was I don't remember how they looked like exactly. Like I recognized the names and I knew that was like, oh, Poochyena or Tranquil. But interesting enough, I actually did not remember what they looked design wise. So I guess I'll never be able to make Pokemon merch because I'm a fake fan. I'm what they call a tourist. The thing is too, like, okay, going back on the idea of tourists and stuff, I I would like to make stuff of like Blue Archive or other things like that. Other sexy games. But I don't like I'm not like actually playing Blue Archive currently. And it's what I always say too. It's like I don't want to make merch of something that I'm not currently into because I always feel bad to be like a tourist, you know? Like it's kind of like I'm making it just because the girls are cute rather than I actually care for the girls. Like I wouldn't mind making like Blue or not Blue Archive, Grand Blue merch, right? Because I know a lot of characters. Like, you know, Lyria, Charlotta. I could make a lot of the characters in Grand Blue, right? Beatrice, Zeta. There's a lot of cute anime girls in Grand Blue. But I can't say the same about like Blue Archive. While I do know a good number of them because of just osmosis, I don't know them well enough to say that yeah, I play Blue Archive, you know? And personally, I don't like it when like people do that. I like it when people like are very big fans of the work they make, you know? Like I don't like it when people I want to say like pose, but I don't like it when people like try to get like Limbus. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I do know a bit of Limbus, but I don't know enough of it to say like I can make Limbus merch, you know? I want to get into Limbus, don't get me wrong. But it's one of those things that like it's been getting harder and harder for me to get into gacha games as of late, right? Because gacha games have been too time consuming, in my opinion. But maybe I can do something with Lobotomy Corporation. Lobotomy Corporation was fun, and I know that game, right? You know what's interesting though? I saw on Twitter there's some like artists are really are going with like they're asking people to suggest characters for them to draw to sell at the cons. I was thinking, wouldn't that be fun? Like if I just reserve 5 slots of items to something that chat wants, like whether it's like you know Poochyena or something Limbus related, and then like everything else could be everything else. You really just gotta choose one. Yeah, I think that's the thing too. As more and more gacha games come out, you really need to like. It's the same thing with MMOs and the whole problem with the shooter games, like the whole free to play shooter game market. We gotten so far in that there's way too many games, and any new games had to compete with any like currently existing games, right? Because the question becomes, why would I want to play a new hero shooter if I already have Overwatch or Rivals, right? Marvel Rivals. By Neil Limbus. Oh, Dawn's birthday today, by the way. Happy birthday, Dawn. Time for me to jump on Limbus for my yearly Limbus playthrough. But I think it would be fun, like, to make stuff with that. I think, like I said, though, like, the closest thing that for me to making, like, Project Moon merch is going to be Project, or Lobotomy Corporation, because at least I know that game, beaten it, and enjoyed it. So I can say I'm a fan of Lobotomy Corporation, even though I never got the true ending. I know somebody's gonna call me out and say, "Wait a second, Alan, you never got the true ending. You fake you fake Lobotomy Corporation. It's Limbus's birthday, really?" Do I still have Limbus installed on my iPad? Let me see. Oh, I pulled my arm. Oh, I'm getting old. I'm really tired. I don't know. I've been really tired these days. And then I drank some really strong coffee, but it gave me really hard jitters. Like, I don't know. What's the cure for being really tired, other than sleeping? Like, I was tempted to just, like, not stream tonight, but I thought I should stream tonight. That way I could wake up and start working on things. Because I was, like, really sleepy. And I went to sleep really early. Like, right after stream, I just, like, brushed my teeth and just, like, went to bed. I really am, like, really... My sleep schedule is, like, messed up right now. Play some Limbus. Sinclair Limbus Company is my son. I love him so platonically. I get that. Dawn is my wife. I will kill for justice for Dawn. If she points, I will do it. For justice! That's why I like Cecilia a lot. I'm realizing Cecilia is just green Dawn, you know? I kill for my son. I'm installing the update in Limbus Company right now to get my free login stuff. Dawn and Gregor are my children. Maybe we should do like a Limbus stream. I was like, okay, funny enough, I was gonna start Library of Runa around January after we beat in Andrew and Lele, but we're already in March and I haven't started that game. Much less like what's it called? Much less finish Andy and Lele. Stick Dawn. Well, let's see. Let's see what we get with our free loot. Can you guys hear it? Library of Runa is really good. I heard it's good. I heard though it's like really punishing too, like Lobotomy Corporation, so who knows if we'll get the good ending. Also, is the music on? Let me go check. I forgot to check audio check. Okay, audio check is good. So I might want to higher the volume a little bit. There you go. That way you guys could hear the music. It's basically just better Limbus. Is it? Like, is it because it has no gacha? Is that what makes it better? Because I know, like, even though I do like Limbus, I do think, like, I don't know. I guess, like, it's nice. I guess they had to make money and the gacha system makes sense and they're very generous. But the grinding for the mirror shards is so painful. I don't know. Maybe it's because I haven't hit hard mode yet and I can't like clear all my mirror dungeons at once. But yeah. But after you get to like rank 100, the extra grinding for shards is painful. I don't know about better than Limbus. It's a different Limbus. Runa has a different grind? Oh, great. The headcanon is like Rhodia and Sinclair having pseudo-familiar relationship? That's just being delusional. Not if I make it real. I'm gonna make a fanfic. Watch this. I'm making a doujin. Where they're like... Where Rhodia is like taking him out to eat something, but Sinclair's like too nervous to say what he wants to eat, so Rhodia just goes wherever she wants. But Sinclair doesn't really know what he wants, but he just tags along anyways, and he still has fun. Oh, free 10 ticket! Wow, good thing I logged in. Oh, another free 10 ticket! Wow! Wow, wow, oh, look, all these, oh, shards, all these things. Oh, free stuff? 1,600? Are we in a, what's it called? The W, what's DOVA? I don't know. Let's see. Alright, chat, I'm gonna roll, just because I have some stuff I can roll. Let's see, so we have the 3-star identity. Ooh, we only have one of these. Also selectable season 1 character, really? Alright, chat, I'm gonna tell you what I got. Ooh, I got 2 3-stars. Okay. Okay. I don't know which archetype this is, but it's a fancy one. It's Haisho Pack Faust, Season 6. I think I had the other ones for that. And I also got a duplicate. I got another duplicate, what's her name? We're on Season 7? Wow. I've been out of this game for a while. I'm just gonna donate my, what's it called? Convert my thingies. There you go, converted. Alright. That's a good one? Yeah, that's good. Alright, so you said Season 1? I got a free Season 1? How do I do this? Standard fare? Because I thought there was like something else I got. Let me check my inventory really quick. You get a dark mode now on the, what's it called? Oh wow, it's really dark. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. We got a select season 1 identity ticket. What should I get? Actually, I don't have that many that I'm missing. Oh wait, no, I take it back. That was just 2 stars. Let's see. I could always get the one who grips. I like Yandere. That's pretty cute. The one who grips. Right? How good is the one who grips? Is the one who grips really good? I also like this Sinclair. The Sinclair looks pretty cool. The one who grips. He's I see. What else is here? I don't know which one I really need. What about this one? The RB Chef de Cuisine. Most of season 1 are outdated. Okay, so I'll just pick one that maybe I'll like. I mean, I could always try building Bleed. So maybe I should get Faust. Twitter went over nuts over the new Sinclair. Oh. He's better than the other season. I'm gonna choose Faust! I don't know, she looks a little crazy. I'm gonna do it! Wow, season 1 Faust? The villain version? Wow, she's a little crazy, guys. Oh, no, she's not Gooner. She's just crazy. There's a difference. She's the one who grips, you know? Alright. Who's gonna be on tomorrow for the Walpurgis? Is Walpurgis tomorrow gonna be a Lobotomy Corporation focused one? Shake my head picking Gamer False. I am picking Gamer False. I just saw what she looked like. Her what's it called? Pre-evolution. Alright, we got my freebies. Yep, Lobotomy Corporation. It's gonna be Lobotomy Corporation with cheesed. Wait, cheesed? Like, as in the... Oh, do you mean as a commentator? Or actually, like, a ego? The Ryoshu and Assault identity? I gotta turn that off eventually. You guys are just wasting your tickets. Announcer? Okay. What about the egos? What are the egos based off this time? He says Ryoshu and Assault, but I'm kind of curious. Or not the egos, identities. I want to know what the identities are because I like how the identities are based on like the ego equipment from Lobotomy. Excuse me. There you go. Hey Akane, how you doing? Ego where Sinclair has a guitar? Is that the case? Has Hornet? Oh. Ryoshu is Alaroon and Old Lady. Oh. Has Melody? Meat Grinder? Wait. Sinclair has is the Sinclair one an ego? Or is that one a identity? Because I kind of want that one. I like Meat Grinder. I like the concept of Meat Grinder. It's just a funny idea. Sinclair has an ego? Dang. I was hoping it was identity. I mean, egos are cool and stuff, but I also like how identities are like, you know, throughout the whole match, rather than just having to be summoned, right? It's the singing machine is the ego. The thing is, I'm kind of curious though, like, usually when the egos, I want to see what the ego corruption looks like, especially for singing machine. I wonder how that's going to look for Sinclair when he has his singing machine on. There we go. But I like Singing Machine. I remember when I was talking to Plague in the gaming channel, I was just thinking and reminiscing on my old Lobotomy Corporation playthrough. How are you? I'm doing okay. I won't lie. I've been better, but I won't streaming and drawing is like my catharticism. It's my escape from reality. His corruption makes him go Joker mode. Do they have a video of it already? I'm kind of curious. So how are you doing, Akane? You having a good day? I want to say 2026 is crazy though. It's only like we're already a quarter away through 2026 and it sucks so much for me. Hopefully you guys are having a much better 2026 than I am. Me just coping, me just like breathing the copium. Check gaming? Okay, I wanna see. I wanna see what the ego corruption looks like. Let's see. Gamer. That's what they call me, gamer. Okay. There it is. Let me mute it really quick so I don't get copyright striked. Alright, I'm full screening it. Oh, I like Ryoshi's identity. I was gonna say ego. I'm so used to saying that. Is that Masalt? That's not Masalt. Wait, is that the Sinclair ego? Is he playing the guitar? Okay, that's pretty cool. That's not what I was expecting. Literally singing machine. He's hard rock. That is not what I expected with that. So when are we gonna get a Lobotomy Corporation like remake or sequel? Oh man, his corruption is pretty cool too. He gets the same eyes like when you get like mind controlled by the singing machine. That's pretty cool. You know, I was kind of hoping that he would like put them in a sack and then like toss them into a singing machine. But I think that's still pretty cool. I like the concept of it. And this all looks pretty cool too. Are you in a washing machine or a memory? Both. It's a lore ref? Oh, really? Interesting. I don't think I ever read all the lore of the egos and stuff. But yeah, I'm still away from home, so I'm on my portable setup. That's why I sound so crunchy. And why I look extra crunchy, right? I had to take a PNG of myself from a video in order to remake my model. That's the lore for today, right? The lore is I'm quickly hasten made Alin Laphel. My new model, my new self, persona. Oh, Library Runa, really? Okay, lore. I just misread that. Wait, Singing Machine was in Library Runa too? That's interesting. I really had to play Library Runa. Because aren't like a lot of egos or a lot of the abnormalities from Lobotomy Corporation like spell cards in Library Runa? I thought that's how it worked. Yeah? Because I remember I was looking up a gameplay footage of it just so I could get an idea how the game plays. A lot of them are? But they don't really necessarily appear as like actual monsters that you fight, do they? Or do they? I wonder if they do. I like how menacing I made Fufu look at this. I was not expecting to make Fufu look this menacing. Some even come with actual gameplay transformation, like they actually transform the characters? That's pretty cool. You can actually fight the Abnos? Ah. Give me a second. My computer is like slowing down right now. Like, I know I'm streaming on my laptop, but my laptop is struggling sometimes with drawing at the same time. If I sneeze. My allergies are going crazy again. Like, my throat's starting to get itchy, and my nose is starting to get stuffy and runny. My allergies are starting to kick in. Like, when is spring yet? Is it considered spring? When is spring? Did spring start already? Wait, has Groundhog Day came and gone? How many more days of spring or winter do we have? You do some Adno tools? I'll have to give Library Runa a try. The thing is though, like, I was in a Library of Runa mood in January, but now I'm in a retro game mood, like for Banjo-Kazooie and other games. So we might have a change in schedule. I'm sorry, Library Runa, you might have to wait for another year. All thanks to everything that happened in 2026. It's not your fault, Library Runa. It's my fault for watching Banjo-Kazooie videos. I was either going to plan to play Banjo-Kazooie or Donkey Kong 64. Because, I don't know, I never played either of the games growing up. I played it much later in my life, but I never actually played, if that made sense. I played it when they had a save file. So much has happened in 2026. I know. Oh my gosh. I wish 2026 would end already. Where's 2027? Feels like I won't lie, like with everything that's going on, I feel really, really behind, both in like the commissions and the VTuber scene, you know? Like, it feels like since I haven't streamed for like consistently for a while, it feels like I fell behind on like stupid ideas. Has been rough for everyone, yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm pretty tired, but I won't lie, streaming, like I said, helps me because it helps me like actually wake up. So that's part of the reason I decided to stream, because I was falling asleep before stream. But look at me now, I'm awake. Oh, I'm awake. Watch, I'm jumping up and down. Wee. There we go. There's no rules against gambling, Batman. Points a gun at you. Well, hopefully you guys are having a much better 2026, so. I've seen, like, for some reason, everything's been happening in 2026 on Twitter. Like, things are coming and going really fast, and people are struggling with all sorts of things. But did you see? AI has finally got, like, its first strike against it. Like, AI, like the US government Supreme Court says that AI stuff cannot be copyrighted. So, victory, one small victory for artists so far. Heck yeah. Can I get a hoorah for no AI? There we go. Slowly but surely, we'll move to a non-AI world. There we go. This is looking pretty cute. I had to like redraw. I had to redraw Fufu's face. Or Fifi's face. No, Fufu. I get them mixed up. I had to redraw Fufu's face because, like, before... Here, let me show you what she looked like before. Right? And I thought, like, would it be good to have a thumbnail that looked that threatening? I didn't mean for it to come off threatening, but it came out very threatening. So I had to turn that frown upside down. You saw that? Good? Yeah. I think it's good. I think it's good that AI is finally getting strike against. But I'm worried too because, okay, so you know I was talking about like I want to go to cons. I heard recently, or I've been like listening to videos how cons are having a big AI problem. Like how a lot of people are starting to come into cons with AI like merchandise, like drawings made by AI, keychains made by AI. And it's kind of getting scary because, like, I mentioned this before, and I think it's like something that a lot of people might have felt like with VTubing or content creating, but it feels like I'm coming in way too late into the whole like con selling things, you know? Same with like the idea of like selling on Etsy's. I heard about that like on Etsy as well. Etsy's having a big AI problem, but unlike cons, Etsy's not really doing anything about it because you know they're still making money off it. So. It's kind of sad because I really wanted to start selling physical stuff. My college has AI posters everywhere. Yeah, and sucky thing too is like when I talk to my friends who are in the education field, they're basically having some classes where they had to teach kids how to use AI to make art. Like I get they're doing it for like a fun project and stuff, but it's really a bad idea to start them on that path. Yeah, it's crazy. Like AI is so prevalent nowadays, and and I'm really nervous about it because, like I said, I want to go to cons. I want to go start selling on Etsy's. I want to start like making physical things. But if everything is like starting to be AI, like my biggest competition is something that doesn't really draw. You know? I don't know. It's scary. I'm still gonna try my best, and like I said, I'm gonna make merch that I would make or I would buy personally myself. So at the very least, there's one thing that AI can't take, and it's my ideas, my brain. That's right, AI, you can't do anything about it. You're not me. I'll come up with silly and stupid keychain ideas. Watch this. Quick. Watch. Okay, imagine this. A keychain, right? But instead of being held by like their head, right? Like that. It's gonna be a keychain held by the foot. And they're dangling. Wow, such a good keychain idea. Take that, AI. Dangling. If you make merch that has monsters or robots, you have my wallet. We could always do egos. Wouldn't it be cool if like I like went the Pokemon scary route and like started making like Pokemon ego corruptions? That'd be pretty cool. Wow, how lewd. You're lewd. That's what AI can't do. AI can't make lewds. Wait, no, I think it can actually. Ugh, my nose is sniffly. My allergies are starting to kick in, guys. Winter is almost over. When your allergies start kicking in, that's when you know winter's about to end. This is it, guys. We're about to end the winter once and for all. Simple Bitches are kicking AI artists out, so don't give up hope. Yeah, AI. I can see its uses for something, but not for art. Yeah, I think that's the thing too. Like maybe eventually there will be a use for art, but as it is now, in the current state that it is, I would not say so. I would say keep it out of the creative field, but maybe in the future. I gave like some ideas before, like what like you could do as like an AI for artists, like making like I don't know, taking a 3D model and making it pose for you. That way, it's like, oh, I want this 3D model to pose like a superhero flying, right? And then you could use that as a reference, something like that, rather than like, oh, just create me a drawing. Things like that would be very good usage of AI because one, it's doing like learning, like where it picks up poses and stuff. But at the same time, it's not like recreating someone else's art or taking pieces of it. It's just putting it into a 3D model for a pose. And two, you could use that pose as a 3D space to look around it and use it as a reference. So I don't think any use of AI would be worth it. Oh, that's true. I think that's the thing too. AI has a large energy cost right now, which I still don't understand. Like I know like it's supposed to be like cooling centers for the data centers and stuff, but at the same time, like is there no way they could just recycle the water? Like why does the water have to be pure distilled water? I don't know. Like I don't understand the energy usage of AI and why it's so like energy consumption. If anything, I feel like that's the first thing they might want to figure out before like the whole copyright stuff. Might be just me. It might be just me, but I think that like might be a very important aspect to figure out before we destroy everything. Because AI centers are basically warehouses full of computers, and there's a ton of them. But what's like stopping them from like using recycled water for cooling, right? Like it doesn't expel like dirty water, does it, or something? And it's not like it needs purified water for anything. I can understand salt water, like it shouldn't have salt water because salt would damage the computing. But why would fresh water be so important? Salt water has a lower boiling point. But can it not recycle fresh water? Does it like add pollution to the water? It turns into sludge? Wait, what? They do expel dirty water? Oh. Okay, here's my mindset of what happens. Purified water because it doesn't get clogged up. I know like salt water is gonna damage it, but I was under the impression it was like a water wheel. And then the water just goes through it. I didn't think it was like taking the water in and spitting out garbage. Is there no way for it to kind of purify it, like have a recycled water kind of system? Where, like, how much gunk does it toss into the water? But I think that's interesting. The lower boiling point, that makes sense. Because don't we have, like, water coolers for computers and stuff? And not worth it? I see. Because, like, what separates, like, say, water coolant for a computer versus the water that they use for a data center? Because doesn't water coolants essentially... Well, I guess maybe it doesn't cool enough, I'm guessing. Your brain is a water wheel? Yeah, kinda. Yeah, I know companies don't care. It'd be annoying for shareholders, I see. Cheaper to have government contracts to get drinkable water instead of purifying it. Wait a second. Are you telling me we are the ones drinking from this dirty water the AI centers are making? Is that what you're telling me right now at this very moment, at this time of day, at this hour? That I am drinking AI water? Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. You know what? Okay. It's very much the same water they are taking away from us. I see. I see the problem now. I was really under the pretense of like, we could recycle the water or the water doesn't need to necessarily be I don't know, disintegrated. But I see. They have no water because the data center are being built near them. It's crazy. I didn't know about all that. That's crazy, Cat. We live in a weird, funny time, you know? But yeah, I hate AI. I don't. I think like AI has been like one of those like breaking points for me. Not like where I go crazy and go, I don't have no, I hate AI. But like, if I see someone that's very supportive of AI as a like, I don't know, like if they're artist or creator or anything like that, it kind of already like pulls me to a negative opinion on them. And I don't like thinking like that, but I feel like AI is really like something I can't like. If I had a girlfriend and they're like, "Oh, Alan, why don't you just implement AI?" I might just have to break up with them on the spot. Master strain on electricity grid, so both water and electricity. Don't say that. Electricity bills are already high as it is. It's gonna drink all the water for us. Yeah, watch this, chat. I will store the water. What do you think about it? Okay, guys. All right, I'm putting down a big brain comparison. AI data centers are the scalpers of water and electricity and RAM. Get it? I'm majoring in something adjacent to pre-med. Oh, the amount of people going into medical fields who use AI is, I think, is scary. Yeah, I seen like a lot of education doing that. AI could be fine in medical field, but I think AI like therapists is too much. I think the thing is, AI in controlled amounts is the better approach, especially until we have more optimized systems. But I feel like a lot of things are like going full hand into AI right now. It is the scalper basically everything. It's not even a joke. Man, that's crazy. Once again, scalpers destroy the world. And this time it's not just Pokemon cards. Where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong with the scalpers? Where did their parents go wrong with raising them? I just think it's like we live in a very interesting time when you think about it. As someone who lived through the golden age of the internet and the starting age of the internet, not to say I'm old, okay? I'm just emphasizing here that I am not old, but as someone who lived through those times, it's crazy. Like to see where we are now. Not because I'm old or anything, guys. But, hot tip: if you work in the healthcare, you should be able to should be able to communicate with the majority of people you serve and also know your stuff. Oh. I don't know anything about healthcare, sadly. I know like a little bit more about healthcare thanks to everything that's happening to my dad. So, because I've been in and out of hospital so many times at this point, I learned a lot of things, but I'm still like surface level. I feel like anyone specializing in the field says AI is good on any other field except their own. Yeah. I would rather live through less interesting times. I don't know. I kind of wish, like, you know how like people say like we just lived through nostalgia. The time back then is not as good as they are now. But no, I think okay. I don't know how many people are musty, dusty, crusty gamers like me. But like the golden age of the internet was really like good. There wasn't as much like craziness going on. It was really full of people who were authentic in a way, right? Like I don't know. I really hate it when I click on a video and it's just a clickbait. Or I really hate like the disingenuity of like some people who just talk about topics, like how easy they flip flop. Golden ideas predicted how crypto will fall. I don't know. It's weird. They should do their job effectively. People hate their job. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. The thing is too. Okay, like just to like give you a little update about what's happening with Papa Sheep. It's so weird. Like with Papa Sheep, in the other hospital he was staying at for a while for like the start of February, around I want to say maybe halfway through February. Basically, when he was staying there, maybe that's toward the end of February. They were saying how like he's on the road to recovery and saying like his vitals are stable, he has no brain damage after the cardiac arrest. They said that there might be some possible heart damage, but outside that, he's like recovering and would wake up, right? But we transferred him to a facility that's supposed to be in charge of rehab, and they're only 2 days in, and they're already declaring him dead. They're saying that like, nope, he's never gonna wake up. And there's like three doctors that said that out of nowhere after we transfer him to the facility. And it's the weirdest thing, and I don't believe it. I still have hope, right? I still have hope that Papa Sheep will still wake up. Because, you know, the doctors in the hospital were really positive. They said like, yeah, he's doing well. We can't really take him anymore because he's doing too well, right? But the moment he's in the facility, they're like, nope, he's dead. It's weird. Like, I, I don't know what they saw that's different from the doctors in the other hospital that made them declare it already. They didn't say he was dead, but they were saying apparently, according to Mama Sheep, saying that he's not gonna wake up and this is gonna be a standard. But it wouldn't make sense why the hospital would transfer him to a facility that's not a hospice if they were gonna think that he was gonna die. You know? Kind of like my carpal tunnel. I'm old. I hate what happened. Yeah. Ah, musty, dusty, crusty gamers unite. One told me it was linked, the other told me there's no way it's linked, and someone else told me it needs to get looked at. Yeah, it's so weird. And I get why. It's because, you know, doctors, different experience, blah, 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 you know? But at the same time, like, he's only been there for 2 days. And today was his first day of PT. And he's been responsive. He's been pushing back even though he's not awake. But no, it's like, he's dead. So, even I hate how medical complex. I hate doctors and I hate the medical system. I don't think here is the place to talk about it, but I could rant about it for days. Yeah, I'm learning a lot about it. And I like to keep good hope and believe the good in people. But sometimes I wonder if, like, you know, some people are just lazy and don't want to take care of things. I don't know. It's weird, but I think that's the thing. It's just a system, you know? Sorry I had to deal with this. I still have confidence, you know? I'm not gonna let what somebody says, like, deter me. Especially after seeing and the doctors talking about how his brain scan was good. There's no brain damage. Even though he had no oxygen, he had a cardiac arrest, right? They said that there's no, like, abnormal signs in his, like, in anything else. They said that, like, there might be some things in his kidney, but it's actually doing well. Like, the thing is, too, he was off the ventilator day one. Like, on the first day when he had his big cardiac arrest, we were worried that he'll be on the ventilator for a while, but no. The night of the first day, they already took him off the ventilator, and that gave me confidence that he's a strong guy and he's fighting through it. Your personal life is more important than your work. The thing is, that's true. But at the same time, I like my work, and it's cathartic. It keeps my mind off things, you know? So that's why I like to stream and I like to draw still, because it's like my way of coping, you know? Not because I'm a workaholic or anything, chat. Just saying. Not a workaholic or old, but I do find like the physical feeling, the mental feeling of working, and like, you know, the way like people are so supportive in my work, very comforting, you know. So for me, it's very it's a way of coping. I was gonna say you're a workaholic, but you're not to say that I'm a workaholic or anything. Plus, just talking with you guys make me feel better. I won't lie that I have been feeling pretty lonely. Not to say that I'm parasocial or anything, but I haven't had much people to talk to outside family, and I like talking to a lot of people because it gives me a better perspective. I think university has done that for me, where I realized that having a lot of people to talk to is pretty good. Yeah, I would be miserable if I couldn't do anything. Usually parasocial the other way. Quick, how do I make you guys parasocial so you just give me money? We're supposed to be parasocial of you? Quick, how do I reverse it? Give me money. I gotta be like, what's his name? DSP, watch this. Wow, you guys haven't donated anything tonight. I'm gonna end my stream now. Pokemon Stadium with my mood. Yeah! I've been playing some Pokemon too. I got some Fire Red. And I'm gonna pick up Pokopia soon. As soon as I get back home and everything's all calm, I am going to buy Pokemon Pokopia and a Switch too. Because I won't lie, I do feel better too with retail therapy when you buy something to make you feel better. And I think it's time for me to get that Switch too in Pokemon Pokopia. You know? I think it's time. I think it's time, chat. And I have some friends that I could play with Pokemon Pokopia with off stream because they have Switch ones. So we could game share it and then we could share a world of Dittos. I don't know if I want to stream it. I'm thinking about it. Like, it could be fun to stream, but at the same time, like, I feel bad if I limit my playthrough to just streaming because then I won't be able to play it on my own time. So I'm thinking about it. I do also want to play Donkey Kong. That new Donkey Kong game looks pretty fun. Same with the Kirby Air Rider game, but those might come much later. Like if there's a drought in video games and I have some money, then I'll probably buy that at a later time. Or if they have a sale, that's a possibility too. Honestly, I want to play more Pokemon Stadium, but I want to, what's it called? I want to like be able to transfer my Pokemon from Pokemon Red, but sadly there's no way to do that unless you're on Emus. Why not join voice chat from time to time when you're not forced to stream if you don't want to? You know what? I was thinking about that, like watch-alongs. I was thinking about doing anime watch-alongs, but actually putting it onto the voice chat, right? Feels gonna feel kind of weird to like treat it like a stream. Maybe I can finally hear your guys' voice. Maybe I should actually activate voice chat and just chat with you guys, you know? Thank you for the raid! Welcome, Hunter! How are you doing? What were you playing? Were you playing, let me guess, I'm guessing right now, were you playing Helldiver? Is that what it's called? Helldiver 2? Let me go shout you out though. The new Kirby Air Rider game looks fun. It does! I want to collect candy. There you go. You were playing Warhammer. I was close. They're very similar. There was some sort of war going on. There was some sort of democracy going on there. Okay, it's going well. It's pretty okay so far. Alan, wrong. I was close. No. I mean, I haven't generally just commissioned someone, but your typical artistic subjects aren't quite what I need. I get that. No pressure. Don't ever feel pressure to commission me, right? I think that's the thing. Like, as much as I like enjoy getting commissioned, I don't want to force you guys to commission me or guilt you guys. I'm not guilting you guys right now. So I need the money, chat. I need the money. I need it. But yeah, how was Warhammer, Hunter? Did you have fun with it? Is that the one that takes place in the olden times where you have a sword and stuff, or is that the one with the space orcs that like to use imagination? I'm guilting you into ideas so I could commission you. I still gotta work on your commission, Swordy. Like I got like the two things I want to work on for you, but one at a time. Sadly, it's the future stuff. Okay. Warhammer lore is crazy. I still have a lot of like commissions I'm backed up on. I still have commissions I still have to finish that were due in December, but I keep forgetting the files when I have to visit home because I'm like in a rush, in a hurry. So, but luckily the person's understanding. But I'm so nervous because like whenever I'm so late on a commission like this, I'm always worried that they'll never commission me for something like this again. And it was like it was a fun opportunity. It was like to make merch, and like I never made merch before, but now like because I haven't been able to work on it, it's like I got everything done. That's the thing. I got everything done on there except for one item, and I have been held up on that item because of everything that's been happening. Like I finished all the items around like January, and I was supposed to finish it in January, but so much things happened. Space Orcs, yeah. Warhammer Fantasy, I see. You love 40k? It's so needlessly ridiculous. It is! My friend introduced me to the lore of it. It's so crazy. Psyker to God Emperor, Space Orcs. Commissioning someone is always coming up with an idea. You know, the thing is too, I think it's fun because like, when someone doesn't come to me with any commission idea, like they just say like, hey, I'm just going to be playing blank game. Sometimes it's just fun for me to just my creative freedom and just do whatever, you know? I mean, it's easier for me to have something written down because it's like I know what you guys want, right? But it's also fun when I could just do whatever. You know? Like this commission was like do whatever. And this is what I came up with. This was a do whatever you want, Alan. There you go. But yeah. I'm pressuring you guys. I need money. Give me money. Tee-hee. There you go. I haven't had to do emergency commissions yet, but I like this. The funny thing too for January and February and March, I wanted to start like coming up with new commission ideas. That way I could start adding them to my my thing on VGen. like animated emotes and maybe like a stinger or like I don't know, your character hears and stuff. I haven't gotten around to doing it, but when everything calms down, one of the months we'll just call it work till we drop month, you know, where it's just focused on all things drawing. They can't understand what you're going through. Are you sure you want them back as clients? It depends. I think because like I could understand why somebody would drop me in these hard times, right? Because they have their own schedule, right? And if I can't keep up with their schedule, I could see why they would have to drop me, you know? And I think it kind of sucks too because my situation is on and off. So I've been here and there. All right, take care, Hunter. Thank you for the raid. You take care of yourself. Have a good night. Well, thank you. But I do think that yeah, my situation is weirdly complicated. And I want to say a majority of people understand what I'm going through. But the question is like, how far can I like push a due date until they don't understand? You know. And I feel really bad because some of the stuff was supposed to be done in December or January, right? But I'm still like trying to finish the ones here and now, and then still finish the ones back then. Like I have 2 more commissions that were due back in January, right? And I haven't, well, one of them I got started with, but the other one I haven't, right? And the problem with one of them is that I left the file at home, so I had to pick it up and finish it up or remake the file. And the second one I just haven't started, sadly. But I can see that, yeah. My brother said the same thing. You know what's funny? Okay, my brother said the same thing. He said that, like, if people don't understand what you're going through right now, tell them to fuck off. And he said that, like, if he needs to, he'll Minecraft end them. He's a very, like, protective brother. And I don't know if aggressive is the word, but he likes to talk a big game. But base brother... I'm too nice to say something like that, though, chat. Like, if someone say like, "Hey, you're overdue," it's like, "Oh, it's okay." He sounds supportive. He's somewhat supportive. Like, he doesn't understand what my work is, but he tries to support me as much as he can. Like, he says that like, even though like even though I'm struggling with the commissions and like trying to keep my like customers and all that stuff, he says that it's okay to just keep on going and start over. So, you don't want to start over, no, chat. Starting over is so hard. I'm not gonna start over, but he said like, because of everything that's happening and you might lose a lot of customers and, goodwill, but it's okay to start over. And I looked at him and was like, I am not starting over. I worked so hard to get my goodwill today and like the clientele list that I have on my commission for being late. I'm waiting for your brother at my doorstep. And my brother, he's my what's it called when people will deal with refunds? Customer service department. Yeah, I would never be able to tell someone like that. Time to start Offtask again. You're right. This is it. How backlogged are you? I want to say it's my normal backlog. Like I've been hovering around like 20, 25. But funny enough, recently it's not because I can't handle the workload, but recently it's just because I've been really tired lately. I've been really lethargic, I want to say. It might be just because of everything I'm doing. But at the same time, like I said, streaming is keeping me awake right now to do this. But I swear, after I'm done streaming, I probably will fall asleep because of how tired I am. Lots of stuff's been happening, and I won't lie, I think my sleep schedule is just off. Like my sleep schedule used to be like sleep at midnight, wake up at 7, and then just like start to get working, right? But nowadays my sleep schedule's been looking like sleep at 9 or 10 and wake up at like 7 or 8. So I've been sleeping a little bit longer. It's pretty nerve-wracking. Sorry to hear it. No, I get it, and I appreciate it. I'm glad, like, hearing you guys like care about my efforts or what's it called, my plights it's comforting. Sometimes it feels like I don't, like, not to sound parasocial or anything, right? But sometimes I feel like I'm alone in my situation and people around me don't really understand, I guess. I don't know if it makes sense. But you guys are comforting, You guys are like as comfortable as a soft pillow. My sleep schedule's so done for. Yeah. But I'm gonna do my best. You know what? That's all there is to it. Life may be rough, and there may be a lot of things going on, but the most I can do is just do my best. Basically, less soon and more dairy. I don't know about dairy, chat. I'm not parasocial or anything. Spiky Pillow. Is that Demon Girl Cameo? I don't know, actually. Let me check. Oh, no. Is Cameo the succubus girl? The one that's like the little imp girl? Because it's not her. It's a different demon girl. My nose has been itchy. Ugh, because of these dumb allergies. I forgot what's her name, but I know this is Ira, I believe. This is from their collab, and they were doing Lethal Company, I think. I don't remember. I don't remember the game, but it was like one of the friend swap games they call it nowadays. There you go. But that's Fufu. She's using this soul to gamble, just like a Yu-Gi-Oh episode. I play one soul in attack mode and end my turn. There we go. I was gonna say something wise too, and like non-parasocial, but I kind of forgot. But I don't know. I think it's like not to sound parasocial or anything, but it's one of those things, you know. Sometimes like you feel comfortable like talking to people who are. I wouldn't say you guys are strangers, but you guys aren't friends or acquaintances, except for Saren. Saren's a friend. I would say some of you are like borderline friends at this point. Not gonna say whose names they are, right? You guys know who you are. But like most of you guys are strangers. Not to, like in a bad way or anything. It's just in the sense that like streamer and chat. But there's something comfortable about talking to strangers, you know? Something like not parasocial, but what's the opposite of parasocial? Knowing that like we may never interact. So he's your rival. Let's make it like the we're rival and butting heads, and not the Ina and Cecilia rival. I hope you be familiar with a stranger at least. Yeah, I won't lie to you. Streaming has helped me with talking with people at the very least. I gotten really good at talking to people. I noticed it when talking to nurses. Like I've gotten really good at talking with people. Like conversing, having back and forths, having conversations, you know, explaining my job that I draw naked girls on the internet. I zoned out, heard him talk about GG and CC. No, I said Ina and CC. Get your hollow girls right. Smacks you in the face. Alan knows Riz. I want to say I know Riz, but at the very least, like I sound like a very normal person. I mean, I'm not stuttering, you know. Granted, I never really stuttered, but like I said, I am still pretty shy. Like even today, I went to see the audiologist, and I was doing my best to look away from him while talking. And I could tell, like, I don't know if he was like upset or anything, but I could tell like he noticed me like looking away. I'm very non-confrontational, right? The thing that helped me talk to the nurses was that I was drawing while talking to the nurses. If you start over, I'll find you. Maybe. I don't know. I'll be secretive with my start over. I've done pretty good with starting over. In fact, I may have started over and you may not know. I might have another channel, another NSFW channel, a fan box. Is that what they call it? A Patreon. And you guys may never know it, you know? It's one of those things. You did talk about another channel for a while now. Exactly, see? It's true. I have 2 other channels. I swear though, if I rebrand, I wonder what I would rebrand as. I feel like Sorty would know? No, I would not even let Sorty know. Sorty would never know. I'm trying to think though, like, alright chat. If I had to be rebranded, you haven't responded to my last message in DMs? I haven't? Let me see. I've been like trying to catch up on DMs too. I've been super behind on everything. There's a lot of things I have to catch up. So if I miss your message, let me know. Blah 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 blah. Okay. There you go. Message responded to. His next life will be peaceful. I'm like Thanos. You're making me tired. I get that. I get that a lot. I'm tired, chat. Can we have a sleeping stream? Can I just like stream myself sleeping? Like, okay, what if I hear me out? What if I do a stream and I leave the mic on and then I go to sleep? I snore really, really loud. Just as a heads up, like I have a really, really loud snoring. There we go. They can make my next channel sleeping ASMR. What if that's my next channel idea? Okay, here's my next focus. My next focus, if I ever had to rebrand and restart, is going to be a ASMR channel. Yeah, the Imp Girl. Oh, are you behind, Saren? I just realized. Saren, I think you might be really behind on the thing. I don't know why the YouTube side is really behind. His bro's gotta dox himself because he says his real name, address. I'll try to sleep. It keeps doing that. No worries. I'll notice that when you're talking about Camellia. I like Camelia's design though. Camelia's a very cute VTuber. I've been seeing her on my feed a lot. All the way asleep. You know, I am kind of scared of that too because I don't know how I sleep. It's like sort of like being drunk, you know? You don't know what kind of drunk person you're gonna be like. And I'm scared that's like me in my sleep. But then like I'm also scared like what if I fall asleep and then I say forbidden things in my sleep, you know? Like what if I say like a girl's name in my sleep or something like that, right? And you guys are gonna be like, oh my gosh, he has a girlfriend. I gotta head out early morning. Gotcha. Take care, Froggy. Thank you for jumping in. There we go. But I think, like, the thing is, too, like, I've gotten to know a lot of girls, like, girl names in my time. Like, funny enough, when I was growing up in elementary school, middle school, and high school, I had an easier time making friends with girls than I did with boys. Like, I had a handful of male friends throughout my time, but I had so much female friends comparatively. Are you doing a sleep stream? I don't think I will, but it would be funny if I did. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, back in elementary school, I made friends with a girl named Christina. Then there was, like, 2 Ashleys I made friends with. 2 Stephanies. Let's see. And then, like, in middle school, I had 2 friends that were female that were Japanese. I forgot what their names were. Wait a second. I still have my yearbook. Give me a second. Got along better with boys than girls. What does that say about me? Give me a second. I'm gonna pull up my middle school yearbook. Give me a second. Where is my? I'm gonna grab a flashlight because like those 2 female friends I had in middle school were really like good friends, but I lost track of them because like in middle school I moved from one town to another, so they were like the last few friends I had. I only remember 2 boy names, Noel and Andrew. I have a friend that's also named Andrew. Not to dox him or anything. Hey there, Diamond. We're talking about friends, and I'm pulling out my middle school yearbook. I want to see those 2 girls. Here it is. I got this middle school yearbook because I knew I was going to move out of town. I knew a Amber, I knew a Nicole, I knew a couple of Jessicas, funny enough. There was a Krista. There we go. There was a Brianna in my life. Andrew's the OG name. Yeah. If I was bisexual, I wouldn't marry him when we got older. Alright, let me see. I'm trying to remember these girls' names because, like, funny enough, I think, like, they were the only, like, people I met that was, like, I don't know. A lot of the friends I had were not Asian. And these were the only friends I had that were Asian. I mean, I knew a person named David? I think that's his name. He was Asian, but we weren't like friends. I looked at my yearbook and it said they're hags. Just like how Mint and Matara's like had the whole hags thing. Have a great summer. I got hags in my book. We've been saying hags since back then. I didn't know this. Even, yeah. Oh, there's a Jackie. Oh, I remember Jackie. I will miss your brain. Thank you, Jackie. I remember her. She liked using my homework. Have a good summer, Alan. See you at home. Zach? What? Why did I say that? Oh, there's a teacher name. I'm gonna miss you, Ashley. Where's the two girls? I think they had a whole page. Oh, Jackie again. Jackie had a crush on me? Wait a second. I just realized it now. Why does she have two spots in here? It's the same Jackie. Hello, back, y'all. You rock an orchestra, stay in violin, even when you move. I will miss you and your brain. You are a great friend. I will miss you always. Heart, always. Oh, you missed your shot? I won't lie. I'm like a dense anime protagonist. Where is this? I'm looking for the Japanese girl names because they were very cute. Oh, it's Christina. Oh, I had a crush on Christina. Had an awesome in 7th and 8th grade. There's an email here. AOL.com. Interesting. Shauna. Oh, I remember Shauna. She was in my violin class. You didn't stay in violin? My father threatened to burn my violin if I stayed in violin class. So I did not stay in violin. Give me a second. I'm trying to find these names. I would recognize their names because they're very unique names. Look, this person said hags too! Have a great summer, hags! We love hags here! Let's see. Anthony, Jimmy, Jonathan, Josh. I like how Josh, your past enemy, your current friend. Because we used to get into a lot of fights when I was in elementary school, and then we had to go to counseling, and then we became friends somehow. Hags! Everyone keeps saying hags! I didn't realize you kept saying hags! You have a hags allegation? Shut up. Desiree? I remember Desiree. Sarah. Let's see, is it clear? I'm taking this whole page, Chris. Where are these? Because I hanged out with the girls a lot. I've had amazing luck where everyone I've been interested in dating was not only already dating, but it's okay, Grim! It's okay. We can be alone together, chat. Is this why you guys like to watch me? You relate to my loneliness? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 6th grade was so much different. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at these pictures. We were so lame. Oh. Oh. Oh, gee whiz. We were so lame, guys. Where are these two girls? Let me see. I think I'll see. I'm like looking through. Where is 6th grade? I recognize Jeremy. Let's see. I recognize them by their face. It wasn't Tiffany. I usually only like straight women, so I'm not too dissimilar. It's okay, guys. We're alone together. Alone together. Was it Tran? Was her last name Tran? Not to dox her or anything. Let's see. No, it wasn't TN. But I know that name. I had a TN in my class. And I remember the haircut of the girls too. It's like one of them had like the kind of typical Japanese hair where it's like the what's it called? Twin tails? Let me see. I'm trying to find them. Someone drew my thing. I think it was my friends in middle school when I moved. They drew my sketch or my thing. This is 7th grade. Okay, wrong year. 6th grade. Let me see. I have to go by face because I recognize them by face and not name. But I know they were both Japanese, if I remember correctly. Oh my gosh, I forgot I blinked in my middle school picture, my 6th grade picture, I blinked in it! Why am I so dumb? I'm so dumb. Let's see. Where are these two girls? I feel like one of them started with a Y, or at least their last name started with a Y. What is she? Wait, is that her? Marin? Kind of familiar. Oh, here's one of them. Komugi! It's Komugi! I recognize Komugi, but what was the name of the other girl? I don't think it was Marin, but Komugi. Komugi, and I feel like her name started at Y. And the thing is too, I remember her picture because she was a little bit larger on her picture because she took a picture closer to the camera. Oh, here it is! I found it! It was Komugi and Ririka. Those are some anime names. I had a Japanese anime life back in 6th grade. I made friends with Komugi and Ririka. There we go, I found it. I don't remember their names from the top of my head, but I do remember how they looked because we were hanging out for a long time. They were really good, like, friends. And it's interesting too because, like, I want to say we were really good friends towards the later half of my middle school. In fact, can I find their messages in here? Komugi and Ririka. Kind of message them randomly. Funny enough, I'm looking at my book, and some people left their phone numbers and their email address, but I never really contact them. Let me see. I remember Komugi. What, is that what her name that I said? I forgot already. Oh, I'm so bad with names. But I remember Komugi like wrote a dorky message in my book. And I'm trying to find it again because it was very dorky. Have a great summer. Have a great summer. Everyone wants to say have a great summer. Let's see. Kara, Cassie, Kindle, Desiree. I'm gonna get you back in math class. Why was she so threatening? She was so threatening at me. Let's see. Paige. I remember Paige. Cat. Let me see. I'm trying to find their messages, but I forgot. I wonder where they wrote it down at. Wrote this. Dear Alin, have a good summer. Also get taller. Jimmy. Jimmy. I see you, Jimmy. Do we have a Jimmy in chat so I can ban you? Let me see. I haven't found Komugi or Ririka's messages. Let's see. Maybe it's in the back. But I remember we were really good friends. It's just that we were only good friends towards the later half. And you know what's funny too? We made friends because we were all waiting for our car to pick us up after summer camp. We were all like just standing next to each other. And then we just talked. And that's how we became friends. It's funny. It's like easy to become friends when you're like, you know, in middle school and elementary school. I got a girl's number here. Abby's number. Do you think if I call Abby's number, she'll like, you know, pick up? Quintero. There's Ashley here. Abby. Jennifer. Jackie. Zach. Cameron. I have another here too. Another number here. Another girl's number. There's a number here too for Eric. Wait, here we go. That's Rachel. Oh, Rachel. I miss Rachel. They sign in the front, they sign in the back, but I bet I'm the first to sign in the crack. Oh, I'm getting nostalgic, guys. Oh man, this person didn't even spell my name right. I see signature. See you next year. Bye. Wait a second. Jackie signed my book 4 times. Do you think Jackie had a crush on me? Oh, here we go. I found it. Ririka. You're weird, but you're funny. Thank you, Ririka. I spent so much time looking for her message, and she just called me weird. Guys. I don't know where Komugi's went, though. I can't find Komugi. Oh, no. No, that's Katie. There it is. I see it. Komugi. I found it, but it says here DNEHAGSONNS, right? And I remember what she told me it stood for. Do not ever have a great summer or another summer. Do you think Komugi wouldn't be dead? Interesting. Komugi and Ririka, I remember, were my best friends back in middle school. Good times, good times. But outside that, I don't think I ever made Asian friends past that. Like, I think Ririka and Komugi were my first and last ever Asian friends. Everybody else I made friends with beyond that were like, whatever the melting pot in the in America is. I made friends with a lot of things, but Asian was not one of them. Actually, now I think about it, I have another Asian friend from university. They were a Chinese student, and I remember them too because they used to eat out of the garbage can. But they were really wise. They were really fun to talk to, and they thought I was wise too of our group of friends. Like what? Like they had like I don't know how to describe it, but they had like ancient Chinese wisdom in a way, right? But they always like looked at me as like the smarter one of the group of friends for some reason, or at least empathetic. I remember them too. Really good guy. I like that guy. He was really funny, and we were pretty. I wouldn't say we were good friends, but whenever we saw each other, we hanged out. That's the power of Asians. I can't say too. Like I wanted to say like the ethnicity of some of them, but I feel like if I said it, I'll just say it because I don't think it'll hint at what ethnicity I am. So like I had like only Japanese and Chinese friends, but I can't think of any other ethnicities that I had. But they were cool. I want to say they were really cool. Wait, no, I take it back. I thought I just remembered too. I had a Korean friend. Add that to it. Man, I need to make friends again. Okay, chat. Question. How does an adult make friends? Where do adults go to hang out and be friends? I think that was the thing too. In my previous job, working in the education field, it was really hard for me to make friends because everybody was like twice my age or very much older. So I had like barely anyone. I think there was like only one education person that was around my age, and it felt really kind of awkward because nobody else was around my age. So I can't really like, how does an adult make friends sounds so sad. Don't make it sound sad. You make it sound sad, but it's not sad. Sorta. I always wonder that too, though. Like, do people like go to bars or something? Like, how do people like hook up with each other and make friends? Outside of like going to anime expo or cons or do silly things or play video games online. I don't know, even like playing video games online is a little bit harder. Like when I'm like I think about like the golden age of the internet, right? And during the golden age of the internet, it was really easy to just jump on mics and talk with whoever you're playing with, right? I don't know if that's the case nowadays, especially with, how dangerous, for lack of a better term, it is to be online nowadays. But yeah, back then it was a lot more friendlier, I think. I don't know. Back then we used to call each other really bad names though. So I don't know. I guess we have a better tolerance for something like that back then. I don't know. I feel old. Oh, guys, but I'm not old. Hashtag. Count your followers as friends. You have 794 friends. I use that as leverage. Some people like ask me like, "Oh, do you know anybody?" I'm like, I know a lot of people across the world. Like, I have a friend in Australia. I have some friends in Germany. Yeah. I try to make it sound cooler than I am. I lied to the nurses. I didn't tell them I was an internet celebrity though. They don't know that I'm the VTuber Alin Laphel. They just know me as the artist, some guy that sits in a chair. But I try to make my occupation sound more exciting than it is, you know? I don't want people to find out that I'm really lame. Guys, I'm not really lame. You guys don't think I'm really, really lame, right? Have you guys ever had to do that though? Like explain your job to somebody who doesn't necessarily know your job or understand it? You're not lame? Thank you, Diamond Storm. You deserve a promotion. You deserve a promotion! See, I'm not lame. I know my references. You guys know what that reference is, right? If you guys know that reference, I'll give you a VIP. Nobody? Somebody? Don't make me feel old. Mysterious artist sitting in the chair. I was kind of like that. Like, I wouldn't say I was like super mysterious, but I was like always working whenever somebody came in. So that's why they kept inquiring what I do. But I could never show them my drawings. Some of them even ask like what my pen name is online. So I tried to like just say my name so they'll look it up, but I never spelled it out. I was like, oh yeah, my name is Alin Laphel. And then like I try to make it so Laphel sounds like Lapel. So I'm not necessarily lying, but I can't let the nurses see the degenerate art I make. I can't let them see Booba. Their opinion on me is already low. I can't let it go any lower, chat. They were making sure you don't overwork yourself. I don't know about that. I don't think the nurses care that much. There we go. That was interesting. Interesting explaining my job. I just kind of wish, like, I don't know. It's weird because, like, I do have, like, a bit of internet presence. Like, if you type in Alin Laphel, you can find my stuff really easily. So, at least I'm Googleable now. And I'm Googleable to the point where my stuff shows up on Google. Both my YouTube channel and my art. Let me see. I'm going to type in Alin Laphel right now. So, that's good. But at the same time, I'm nervous about showing it to people. Oh, gosh. Why does it have to be that art? Of course it's that art. Here, let me show you what's showing up when I type in Alin Laphel on Google. Of course it's this art. What do you mean it's this art? Abacadabra. Hey, homophone, how you doing? But yeah. At least if I like Google Alin Laphel, like my stuff show up. So, you know, I guess that's like something to be proud of. So I could tell people that yeah, I'm kind of like a content creator, but not really. It's snowing. Ooh, are you enjoying the snow? It's not snowing over here. It was actually pretty hot here. It was like 80 degrees freedom. It's been snowing for 5 weeks. That's crazy. Yeah, over here it's the opposite. We are 80 freedoms. I live in California, so that makes sense. In California, all you find is freedoms. Let me see, I should let her hair loop around. Well, how are you enjoying the snow, on the phone? You enjoying it? It isn't snowing for me, it's just very cold. You guys are lucky. I wish it was colder, honestly. I personally prefer colder weather versus a hotter weather. Whether or not that's true, hee hee. Oh, I just wouldn't make that pun because it sounded like it would be a good pun, but it actually was not that good. You're northern BC? Like, before Christ? Sorry, bad joke. I hope it snows before I go to hell. Yeah. That's the same in California. We get like a big snowstorm once every like what 6 years or so. So we haven't hit that 6-year mark. You're doing alright, that's good to hear. I'm doing sorta alright. I'm in like a chaotic spot right now in my life, but I'm gonna do my best. Canada? Oh, that makes sense. BC, yeah. Not before Christ. I'm gonna visit family in hell? Watch this. Visits you in hell. No, you don't belong in hell. You belong up here in Earth. See? I'm suave. There we go. Oh man, I was just thinking about something stupid. Earth with the bees, yeah. Your bee's knees. Do you have a bee farm actually, son? But yeah, I was thinking of something really, really stupid. Okay, get this chat, right? No, where they live is just really hot. Oh, such a state. Ah, just like California. And they survived the winter? That's pretty cool. Must be nice to have a bee farm. Crap, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something really stupid, but I kind of forgot. Give me a second, let me retread. Oh crap, what was I talking about? Have fun. Okay, take care, Sorty. Thank you for jumping in. You just have a little hive? That's cute, though. I wish I had, like, better. I don't know actually. I feel like I want to like work better with animals and like have some fun things to do with animals, but at the same time, I don't think I'll have time for anything if I was taking care of animals. Other than my dog, my little dog, he's already a hassle by himself. Chicken bees goes soon. Ooh, that's pretty fancy. Goat milk. I heard goat milk makes pretty good cheese. Give me a second. I'm pulling up some references. Do I actually have any files here? The problem is too, like, I try to keep the colors I make for clients consistent, and I usually do that by pulling off older commissions, but here we go. Oh wait, that doesn't work. But do I even have a file here that I could pull the colors from? I have this one, but that's just the art. Oh, here we go, perfect. Where's the clip file though? Which one's the clip file? None of them are the clip file. Not perfect. Okay, perfect. Why extremely pixelated? So I'm on my computer, or on my laptop, so I'm not actually at home right now. And I might be out of town for quite some time. So this is a good way to symbolize that I'm out of town by being crunchy. Because crunchy is funny, yeah. Found a woodland mansion. I put a waypoint for you guys. You're just finding everything. You guys, I haven't been able to play on the Minecraft server, and I kind of apologize for it because I was supposed to get things set up, like the events and like the items for the rewards and stuff, but I haven't really done anything, and I haven't really put my staff to do anything because I haven't really got anything set up or planned. So I can't really get my staff to do anything because I don't have anything ready to do. I like 144p, Allen. I do too. And I like I was hoping my microphone would sound more Xboxy. I actually went back to check my stream to see how the audio quality is, and it's not very Xboxy. I might have to buy an Xbox mic or something. Or just use filters. I don't know. I mean, the filter thing might be easier, but I think it's funnier to have a mic. The thing is too, like, I might be better off having a headset mic. Or, oh, what if it's a headphone mic? You know, like how those microphones, these headsets, or those headphones, the ones that look like these, right? They have like a little crappy microphone on it. What if I get one of those? That way I sound even crunchier. Because the quality on those things are so bad. It'll be funny. Oh, chat, that's a good idea. Gee, Alan. Boy, I love when you make your streams the highest of quality, making it easy for me to listen to and watch as a viewer. Hee hee. Says nobody ever. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll have to see. I'm gonna find like the cheapest and crappiest microphone so we could use that. I do it because I care, chat. That's the thing. I care for the gag. I do it for the fun of the game. Sure, I could be doing a high quality, maybe a higher quality stream with a probably decent microphone. In fact, I could probably bring my my Razer microphone since it's so small. It just requires me to like prop up every time. You specifically chose an old one to make you sound a jet turbine? I think it's funny. And I kind of want to like use that. Okay, here's my plan, right? My plan is that when I stream by myself, I will use my good quality microphone. But when I stream in a collab, I want to use my crappy Xbox mic to sound like I'm very, like, you know, back in the year 2003. That way, on Discord, everyone gets to enjoy the Xbox mic quality. Oh, it'll be so great. It'll be so funny. This color's a little dark. I am so good at content creating. My means of content creating is by being the biggest botter ever. There we go. That looks much better. Because the other one was too dark for me. Darkness. Kingdom Hearts. The real villain here was my own creativity and mindset on how to make you guys suffer. There we go. That looks much better. And I'll use the colors here again. Just gotta cheat. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. But you guys did a pretty good job of waking me up. I was actually considering drinking coffee. Because like, when I was on a cruise ship with Mama Sheep and Papa Sheep, they gave us a after dinner coffee. But then, like, thinking about it, like, is it after dinner coffee good for you? I was considering doing that again and like drinking after dinner coffee, but I had a pretty strong coffee today, and I was like, I was getting some really bad jitters, so I decided against it to get the coffee. You're saying games are becoming Kingdom Hearts, but what they mean is just Final Fantasy. Oh yeah, that's not even Kingdom Hearts like. If you have ADHD, it's good for you. Is it? Why would that be the case? Is coffee good for people who have ADHD? Oh no, I'm going back to the original question. whenever I talk about ADHD with my friend, it's like, do I have ADHD, friend? Like I always ask my friend if I have ADHD, and they're like, no, Alan, you do not have ADHD. Xbox mic makes it sound like you're blowing to a fan on TV. Hey guys, this is my old YouTube channel. I mean, it's nostalgic when you think about it because it's kind of like an old Let's Play video, you know? Like we're tossed back in the year 2003. I keep bringing that number up. I don't know why specifically 3. What is the telling factor of someone that has ADHD, chat? Quick. I need to know. Because I still don't know if I have ADHD or not, and I don't want to do a whole test just to test out to see if I have ADHD. I use coffee as a medication. It works. And medical nursing is used for supplemental Oh, really? I didn't know this was used supplemental. They usually have a cup with each meal in a late night snack. Oh, okay. Just talk to me. I had it for my whole life. All right. Saren, do I have ADHD? No need to sugarcoat it. I'm just curious. Based on your experience and your time with ADHD, do I have ADHD? Would it after dinner? Probably not. Dang it! That's what my friend said too. And I was hoping like maybe like part of my like laziness or like not being able to work was because maybe I do have ADHD. I just wanted something to blame, I guess. Speaking of 2003, I found a pretty cool map. Oh, okay. Hold on to that. I'm kind of curious. So does that mean I shouldn't drink after dinner coffee then? I remember back in the cruise ship, I used to drink it after dinner coffee every time they offered it, right? Because it was so comfy. I don't know. It was really nice to have like this big meal and it was like full of different types of food. And then after you're done with it, you just down it with an after dinner coffee. And I want to do that again, but I'm worried that I'll be drinking too much caffeine. Like I drink a coffee in the morning and the afternoon, but is it too much to drink another coffee around like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock? Is that too much coffee already? Quick, I need my medical team. My doctor is in chat. Is it too much to drink coffee again towards 5 o'clock? Black coffee is also good for people with medical conditions. Which ones? Do I have a medical condition? I wish I had something to excuse my coffeeness. How much? I would just say like just a regular small cup. If I had to say, maybe I'll drink like a half cup over a full cup of coffee. Let's see. Because usually I try to drink like less coffee towards the evening. A half cup is fine. Gotcha. Then I'll try doing that. Because lately, like I said, I've been like falling asleep earlier and having a harder time keeping awake, even while working. Sometimes I feel like I need to take a nap, even though I drink a coffee. So I think like introducing more coffee into my system might be the thing that I need to wake up. You know? Or at least I hope so. I think it's worth it, like, you know, trying. You know, coffee, not addicted, by the way. Hashtag not addicted. Coffee. That'll be nice. It'll be nice to drink the coffee again. No cream or sugar? Probably no cream and sugar. I drink it black. I've been trying to save money, and I'm not gonna lie, after learning that creamers are not really made with cream, and they're actually made with seed oil, I kind of don't want creamer anymore. It's sleepy time. Alright, take care, Fenner. Have a good night. Thank you for jumping in. Black coffee by itself can hold lower cholesterol if you drink it twice the amount of water. Oh, interesting. Forgot to ask. What did you forget to ask? What are you drawing? I'm doing a commission for Fufu. Wow, funny commission. I like Fufu. I like Fufu and Katie. Fufu and Katie are together now, and I think they're a power couple. I really like their dynamics. But I also like working for them. They're one of my regulars, and they're really fun to work with. It's just I feel really bad because I haven't been able to keep up with the workload because of how busy I've been. But they've been very understanding. Fufu and Katie have been super understanding. But I want to do them proud. Same with Fifi. The thing is too, okay, with Fifi's commissions, I am gonna try my best to make it sexier. Shake my head, turn it on me. Yeah, exactly. I'm turning it on you. Like, I'm gonna try like moving forward because I know like Fifi has always been like a LewTuber in a way, right? Like, I'm gonna try my best. I'm not very good at it yet, but I'm gonna try to make all my like Fifi commissions whenever she asks for one have some sort of booba in it. You know? That's what I'm aiming for. I want to do Fifi proud. I want to like work for her really hard because she's been a loyal client for a while. She didn't start off as a LewTuber. She didn't. Oh, I think you told me about this before. Yeah. But I think she's kind of like a LewTuber. She's kind of like a dork, honestly. But I know like she does do a lot of lewd posting. So I think it's only right that I help her with her like brand identity, which is just booba. But she's been a loyal client and she's been very understanding of my situation, you know? And I really feel like I should do her better. Like she's been one of my first and loyal clients. So I wouldn't say first, but one of my like more loyal clients that look for regular work, you know? And I feel like I should do her better. So I should probably make her thumbnails more on brand, which is sexier. Because like all the thumbnails I've done for her or most of the thumbnails I've done for her were like cute or funny or silly or scary. You make Sorty proud. Don't let Sorty know. He's gonna ask for sexy commissions too. You deserve loyal clients. I appreciate that. I want to make sure that I'm worth it. I would love more sexy Alin art. I do want to do sexier drawings. Like I think this year I'm gonna try to open more ecchi art. Like if the clients ask for it. Only if the clients ask for it, of course. I don't want to force it upon them. But I want to open the doors to like being able to do more types of art. The thing is too, I feel kind of bad because like so far with all my ecchi art, everyone's like, oh, that looks really cute. I'm like, no, it's supposed to be sexy. Like this one, the manager was like, oh, that's cute. I really like it. I'm like, no, it's sexy. Say it's sexy. You're swapping back and forth. I see that. You're very good at your job. I appreciate it. I try to be. I think the most important thing for me when it comes to art is not just the drawings, but also being professional. I want to make sure that I could be an artist that clients can trust, right? I think that's the most important thing with when you're working with clients is just that the clientele knows they could trust you with their projects. And that's why right now I feel really, really bad that I haven't been able to keep up with things because I'm kind of like breaking some goodwill. But I know people understand the situation, but I'm going to try to do better. I'm going to try to like catch up with everything. You are the first person in years, centuries maybe, generations probably, to draw my character. Really? I don't see why I would be the first one. You should. You should get other people to draw too, because I think people would appreciate drawing your characters as well. Because you're not professional, but even when you have stuff going on, you're still very professional. Aw, you guys are sweet. You guys are very sweet. Yeah, I tried to be. And the thing is too, it's just a loop too, because technically, yeah, me at least, oh, I appreciate it. I think the thing is too, it's like a loop, because I feel better by drawing and working. It gives me like, you know, comfort and catharsis. Catharsis? I don't know, I'm just saying words. But yeah, it's just a positive loop, right? Clients get a loyal artist, and I get a comforting feeling of confidence, especially in these times of need. I tried getting other people to draw. Go sleep, Fender. You said you're going to sleep. Go get out here. I'm going to sit here. Get out here. Ooh, hey. They always drop it. Really? I don't see why they would. Your characters aren't like, you know, like thinking about it, like they're not the super complicated characters that make it really hard to draw, and they have fun design. I can only work with 3 artists. All others have ones are part-time jobs. and a lot of stress. I get that. I think that's the hardest thing too, because like there probably is a lot of good artists out there, but sadly they had to delegate it as a part-time job. But I have a bit of backup fundings because of family stuff. So I have some fundings to help start my business, and right now I'm getting neutral now. I have huge artist fatigue. Oh, no notice or communication. Yeah, I noticed that too. Like I've been seeing a lot of horror stories of artists, especially for some reason nowadays. There seems to be a lot more horror stories of like artists doing crazy things, which I find interesting and crazy because I can't imagine myself like doing something like that accidentally. Like, oh, I ghosted my client for a year and only came back with sketches, and the sketch is a completely different art style than what they were expecting. And get a oh, I forgot for several months. That's crazy. Then again, I did that with one client accidentally, but I finished their commission on priority because I forgot their commission. But that was because during the move, I lost my little notebook that had all my clientele stuff, and I still don't have that set up anymore. I had it set up and organized before, but right now I've been so unorganized that I'm all over the place. For sketches back before, I never got anything back. I had a fun idea for yours too, because the way you described it, I was thinking about like how I was gonna do your commission, and I was thinking about like a panorama shot, and I never done a panorama shot, but I think it would be a really really fun thing to attempt, right? So like on my phone, I was thinking of something like this, where in the middle it was gonna be like a top view of a bar, right, or a table at a bar, and then like it's gonna spread out, and then like you'll see like full body shots of characters as if they're around this table doing all their own things. I've never done a shot like this, but I thought it would be really really fun to experiment it with your commission because of the way we were talking about it. I'll have to see. It's like I'm gonna try it out, but if not, I have another idea I could do. Like another idea I could do for your commission was probably something like this, which is a little bit more standard. I always have like whenever I do commissions, I usually have an exotic idea, and then I have like an idea that will get the job done, right? So like my normal idea is probably like, them around the bar table, they all make like a little gesture or pose of like something that is them. And let me see it first, otherwise go for it. I'll give it a try. But that's my other idea where it's like a simple bar sketch, right? Of all of them together. But we'll see. This one I never like I like to experiment sometimes with like shots like this because I have it in my head, but the question is like if I have the artistic skills to do it. Because it would be really interesting to see a shot like this, and I wanted to make it feel like you could zoom in and pan up, and it looks like you're kind of like panning on a character. And it's like, oh, I could do the same thing here and something like here. That's like whenever I do a commission too, I always try to think, how do I want my client to feel about it, right? How do they feel about it, kind of thing. Like for Fufu or the Fifi one, I wanted like this feeling of like, wow, she's sexy, but she's also being annoying to everybody else. And this one, I want to be like, wow, that looks dangerous. You know how bots will say, why don't you have a stream overlay? Bots say that? I want, oh, really? I'm too burnt out? I've never seen that, actually. Actually, do think about asking something similar, but I leave the posts to you, whatever you think. I'll give it a try. I'll experiment and have fun with it, You given me creative liberty, so I have some ideas that I could try out. They do a lot. Aren't you supposed to be asleep? You're lucky. I don't know. I don't know why, actually, now I think about it. Do you mean like bots on Twitch, or do you mean bots on Discord? Because even on Discord, I rarely get bots now. Like, I don't think... I try to think about the last time I got a bot. Sleep? What's that? Uh-oh, EP. I'm starting to get EP too. YouTube? Really? This was months ago? Because I haven't seen a bot in such a long time. It was Twitch? My little dog, or my parents' dog. It used to be my dog, but not anymore. My parents' dog is wandering around the place. So I get to see how they look before they go color. Yeah, don't worry. I always do that with all my clients. I always send them a sketch. The only ones I don't send a sketch for is YCHs. Because YCHs are ready to sketch, but Other than that, if it's not a YCH, I always send a sketch for you. On YouTube, they show up. Oh, they want to be added on Discord. Really? I have never seen it. Like, I've gotten those bots that said, like, hey, we could add some more, like, people watching you. But I never got the bot that asked me, like, do you need an overlay or anything? That's interesting. I've been streaming for, like, what, 2 years now? I haven't got a single bot that asked me about overlay. But I do like to entertain them if I could. Probably because you're artists, maybe. They see that. There are less bots and more scammers, yeah. I was seeing that too on Twitter. Like how some people were talking about how like they commissioned like someone like for their art style, but then like when they got the commission back, it looked really good, but they realized it was traced off somebody else's art. Send a screenshot, sure. I've been seeing a lot of horror stories about artists recently, and it's kind of scary because like I feel like just like with everything, there's going to be a lot of scammers and people who are trying to take advantage of people, and that just puts a bad name for all artists, and that's really really bad because then it's going to be like it's going to turn people more to AI, you know. Check out the Rammies. I'm looking at you, Rammies. Let me see. Oh wait, I just missed your message. Okay, gotcha. There you go. AI can't do what I want. You know what, too? Okay, thinking about it, right? Going back on the talk about lewd talk, I think I just need to break past what it's like stopping me, right? I don't know. Like, I keep drawing like realistic proportions, but I've been trying to like break out of the habit of just like realistic proportions, you know? Like I've been trying to do more like realistic, oh, that would be like what they would have. But I think I need to just like go full ham and just like make anime size Badankas and then like thighs and stuff, you know? I was thinking about that too when I was drawing like offline and just like practicing some stuff. Because I think I'm gonna try to keep a digital sketchbook. I haven't been able to do a good job at it yet. But I want to keep a digital sketchbook to start practicing a lot of things. Pecco Mama nonstop? I was thinking about that with Pecco Mama too, because like, if I draw Pecco Mama, she'd probably like be more realistic proportions, you know? Sort of like a Pokemon character, right? But then I was thinking like, is that in the spirit of Pecco Mama? I don't know. Pecco Mama has, you know, very big assets, right? And I feel like if I don't like make the assets life size, it doesn't feel like I'm doing her justice, you know? Her justice! Sorry, a little immigrant got on me. Alin Immigrant. Check DMs? Okay. So it's something I've been thinking about, like trying to break through. You know what? Okay. I see your message. Okay. Suggestion. Yeah, that they got you on Twitch? That's crazy. But I'm gonna say right now, every time I see someone that like spams me, or not spam me, asks me for a commission, it's always this kind of style right here. Is there like some sort of generator? I asked this before, but is there like a generator that makes these kind of decals? Because it feels like there's a generator that makes those kind of decals. It doesn't feel like I don't know, it's weird. I wanted to get a sketch of a couple months ago, a couple years ago. Your GF offered to draw him, so I paid her the commission. She gave it back to me in a month. But it had, don't leave it on a cliffhanger. It had what? Curses. There you go. And we need to put a black hole on her wrist because she is the black hole. Not like in a mean way. It's just that she actually literally is a black hole. Fufu is literally a black hole. I'm not mean or anything. Okay. We'll finish coloring Fufu and then we'll call it a night. 90% of the people who follow me had that art style. Yeah, I noticed that. I don't know why. That's why I think there's like some sort of character generator or something. Some sort of generation device that people are using to make those things. Gonna pass out. Good night. Alright, take care, Sarah, and thank you for jumping in. I might call it a night soon too because I'm starting to get tired. It's starting to get to bedtime. The rest did not show? Yeah. It just cut off at it had, so It had what? What did it had? I need to know. You can't end a message like that. It's like ending a message with but. And we never know what the rest of the but says. You just end it on but forever. We are but forever. There we go. I saw some awful ones mixed. You know what sucks too? Nowadays with AI, and I've seen people talking about this, but people who are like trying to like seek commission are starting to use AI, and right now it's very easy to detect. A lot of people don't have a hard time detecting it, but the fact that they're starting to do that now is so disingenuous and like really, disgusting. Probably too long. Yeah, I probably did. I think YouTube does that. We're back on the AI talk. It's just like me and Hytale. Oh, we're talking about Hytale. Has anything funny happened at Hytale since I've been gone? Any funny updates? I have to look it up. It's been a while since I played Hytale or even thought about Hytale. So, Hytale mentioned though. Is Sorty still there? Did he hear me mention Hytale? Hytale mentioned. I haven't had any dreams about Hytale though. Since my fever, I think like the Hytale has been like bled out of my system now. I haven't really dreamed about Hytale. Check DMs for a few awful ones. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, yeah. You know what I hate too? You know what really grinds my gears? When the artist who's trying to like scam, right? What is that? Wait, what was what? What was I saying? Hytale. Oh, Hytale. It's a Minecraft game. It's basically like new Minecraft. It's not. It's still like in early access. But yeah, you know what I hate with artists or like the people who scam? When they do art and they have like the least consistent art style, right? It's like one of the art will look like, ooh, this is a really amazing sketch, but then like the other one looks very like amateurish and in a completely different style. Like, do they think we're stupid? Like, like seriously, anybody with eyes could tell that two pieces that they'll show is two completely different art styles. And you know what really grinds my gears too? When I reject them and say no, I don't want a commission, and then they start giving me a pity story, right? How like they need to pay rent and they need at least just one commission, and they start begging, trying to pass Hololive models as their own. Exactly, like it's crazy. Like the audacities of these scammers are crazy sometimes. I don't know. That's why I'm glad there's like some platforms like VGen, but even VGen is starting to get full of them, right? And the AI artists. And VGen has been doing its best to kind of like remove as much as they can. But beyond that, in case you still can't see the message, did you post it here? What happened to DeviantArt? Did DeviantArt, like, I know DeviantArt, like, just fully accepted AI into its life. Are they still, like, do people still like DeviantArt? The sketch was given back with different colors, gear, and a greatly saturated boob instead of being a female, instead of male. Interesting. Hey, Chu! You came just in time for me to call it a night. How you doing, Chu? Chu! Chu, Dayo! Whenever I see your new name, Chu, I always think just like the cute anime girl going, Chu, Dayo! Choo choo choo. Or I'm thinking of the other song too. The Valentine Kiss? Is it called a Valentine Kiss? Hajime chu. Chu. I will give you all my love. Something like that. I'm glad I still made it. Yeah. I'm glad I got to see you too. How are you doing tonight on this wonderful Tuesday evening or Wednesday, depending on where you are in the world? Hopefully you have a good Tuesday or Wednesday evening. Hajime chu. Do 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 do. My anime weed song, guys. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night soon. It's pretty late. And like I said, I've been getting tired really early, so I might just like brush my teeth and get some rest after this. You just woke up, you broken my night shift schedule. Currently my sleep is broken. I get that. Hopefully, what's it called? I think that's the thing too. I have a broken night or sleep schedule, but funny enough, my sleep schedule is broken in the sense I'm sleeping earlier and not later. It's kind of funny thinking about how, like, I consider my sleep schedule broken because I can't sleep at midnight anymore. I might sleep more, not gonna lie. You should get some rest. I'm gonna get some rest, too. Even though it's only like 9 p.m. Pacific time. More like 9 p.m. specific time. Oh gosh. Why did I come back to VTubing? Oh no, I should have just left forever. My jokes. We coming home from work right now, but we had a blackout. Oh, I see. Had to close earlier. Imagine sleeping. Why are you still here, Feder? You said you were gonna sleep like 30 minutes ago. There we go. This came out better. I thought this was gonna come out really menacing like, but it actually is not that scary anymore. I was kind of worried about making Fufu look too scary. I didn't want to make her look too scary. Let me just finish up this hand. I just realized I didn't color this hand. There you go. Maybe we should add a little bit a scary factor though. Scare factor, which is just a simple boop, boop, boop. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. It was fun. Make her scarier. We could. Like, it's very easy. It's my generic way of making things scarier. Just do that. I mean, I guess that does look better, but maybe we'll do something like this. No, I guess it does look better that way. On the server, catching mons. I need to get back on the server to play. Like, I can access Minecraft from my computer here. We can play it, but... Oh wait, I have all the files on the Discord. I could just download it. Wait a second. I was gonna say, like, I don't have the files, but I forgot I uploaded it for everyone to use. Maybe I could try playing it, if I'm not sleepy. It has to be a time when I'm not sleepy. I'm gonna try drinking an evening coffee tomorrow and see if that helps me, like, stay awake more. But yeah. I think for now, I'm just gonna actually go to sleep. I got hit by a wave of tiredness. Thank you guys for coming. No raid because I'm not really actually technically back. I'm just drawing. So until I come back as like fully and start making stupid schedule stuff, like if I'm not just doing drawing streams, I will start raiding and doing stuff. Or if I'm back in my main computer. Alright guys, thank you guys for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream as much as I did. It was fun. Tune in tomorrow, more drawing because, you know, I'm still out of town, but I want to like, you know, I need to de-stress. You guys are my de-stressor, you know? You guys are my copers. In these really tough times of stress, with, you know, everything that's going on, you guys are my way of de-stressing. Bye-bye, take care. Yeah, you guys take care of yourselves, and thank you guys for coming. I hope you guys had fun. Be here tomorrow. Don't leave me alone. I'm gonna explode from stress. Not to be parasocial or anything. Or old. Or musty, dusty, crusty. Good one. Bye-bye. End scene. Oh, did I put a fade there? I don't remember putting a fade. I forgot. Did I have a long fade? I don't remember. I had to, like, probably adjust some of these things still. Oh, what's wrong, little dog? My little dog's looking at me. I'm gonna grab your butt. Grab your butt.